Hola from Tulum in Mexico. If you saw my last video, you would have seen I was on the beach in Cancun. We've now moved on and I'm in my own little spot of paradise. I'll just show you around quickly.
Dad, I'm making all things with a rosy flower.
Okay, cool.
So he can like have a little...
Termina's making dream catchers or something like that. Oh, and if you're wondering what the hell happened to my hair, I'm going to explain it in another video. So anyway, got a little story for you. On the drive in to Tulum from Cancun, we drove at night. We didn't particularly want to, but it's just the way it sort of worked out. And we were stopped by the police for speeding. Poppy wasn't speeding. If you know Poppy, she doesn't speed. So long story short, they asked for money. That you don't get a ticket, nothing's official. It's extortion. It's it's being mugged at the end of the day. There's nothing you can do about it. So they asked for 3,000 pesos, which is about 120 quid. We only had 500 pesos and 20 US dollars, which equates to about £35. Gave them that, they're happy, off they shoot. You know, there's no violence, it wasn't a horrible situation. We just sort of rolled our eyes, got on with it. It's 35 quid at the end of the day and continued on our way. So that was that. So, you know, at the end of the day, we forgive that policeman. We hear a lot about they don't earn much money. It's kind of like a way of life. They just do it. Whether it's, you know, whether he's a bad person or not, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe he's trying to put food on the table. Maybe he's got debts. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know the insides and outs. But it seems to be socially acceptable, which is just crazy. And a lot of people are showing concern, saying, you know, why would you want to be in such a corrupt country? I was like, you know, the people are lovely here at the end of the day. There's probably really dangerous parts of Mexico, but there's also very dangerous parts of the UK. I mean, how many of you know dangerous parts in London, Glasgow, Birmingham, Liverpool, you name it? There's dangerous parts in every country in this world. So, you know, and also talking about corruption, the US and the UK, if you don't believe that it exists there, you are mistaken. You know, I'm not going to go into it too much, but there's a lot of it that goes on in the UK, a lot of it. So the purpose of this video really is to talk about making sure you do what's right and living an ethical life. Now, the reason for that is because I strongly believe if you do bad things throughout your life and you do bad things to people, I believe it catches up with you. So I believe in karma at the end of the day. And likewise, if you do good, I believe good things will come to you. And it's just something I want you to think about, because I started out in business, and I was quite ruthless to people, done some things that I wouldn't do now. And that goes for the same throughout my life. I've done things that I certainly wouldn't do now. But now I try and live my life doing good. I try and do good for others. I try and be as selfless as I can. But of course I look after myself and look after my family. That's what always comes first. But there's a lot of people out there who are very unethical. They make people miserable by what they do. And there's a lot of businesses that do that as well. And there's a lot of businesses that do things in a very unethical manner. They make money in ways that is masked by things like safety or things that you need, and I think it's wrong. I think it's really wrong. I think we should always do things because someone wants it, or if they genuinely do need it, not trying to tell them that they do and convince them they do otherwise. It's a personal choice, and you know, there's a lot of victims of things like that. So the reason I'm saying this is because I think my turning point in business was when I started to remember and remind myself that people are human. People are human at the end of the day. My employees, my colleagues, my clients, we're all human. And when you start to remember that, and remember it's not just about money. It's not just about money. You can't treat people like robots. You can't treat them like slaves. You know, as an employer, you can't treat an employee as that they owe you. It's a mutual agreement. It's a relationship. And I feel in the past I've probably mistreated people in ways that I shouldn't have, but you know, in more recent times I've consciously thought about that, and I've tried to care about people as much as possible. If someone needed time off because they're having problems with, you know, the missus, or you know, with their kids or anything like that, have time off. You know, you've got to look after yourself so you can look after my clients. And You know, whereas before I would be like, no, you can't, and it's almost like a control thing. And you know, it's happened to me as well from management and stuff like that. And I think we've got to live our lives, you know, doing good, and don't always put money first. Money shouldn't ever be the priority factor in any situation, because there's always, you know, there's always an alternative motive when money is always the factor. So when people are like, oh, I'm in business to make money. Yeah, okay, yeah, we all need to make money, but there's ways of doing it in the right way, and there's ways of doing it the wrong way. So it's just something I want you to think about, and I'm going to do another video on the hair another time, so I'll see you later.